Hi, this is Tutor and this is lesson 604. The lesson today is the difference between unconventional and unorthodox. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's go right to it. If someone says that a person is unconventional or behaves in an unconventional way, it means he or she does not conform to the usual practices, standards, or rules. It can also mean one is not bound or limited to the usual rules or precedent. Unconventional emphasizes one does not do something as most people would do, but it's not necessarily negative. They may not do it, but sometimes if it works out, it still seems to be okay. Unorthodox describes a person's beliefs, behavior, customs that are different from what is generally accepted as usual or normal. Okay, so that's one thing about unorthodox. We might use it, in regard to religion. There are certain religious groups that might be called unorthodox, where orthodox was more like the traditional type, that it's unorthodox. They're not following the tradition. And then we have the second meaning of unorthodox, which is even more negative. Unorthodox can also be used to criticize the way someone does something, which is unusual, especially if it seems possibly either maybe unfair or illegal, possibly, or borderline illegal. All right, we got 6 examples here to show just how it's used. Here's the first one. That teacher uses some unconventional methods, but he seems to have a lot of success improving the scores of his students. So maybe he doesn't usually follow the same methods that other teachers do, but he uses different ones, but he's having success with it. So it's different. He's not following it, but in this case, it's positive. Number 2, he often thinks out of the box and sometimes comes up with some unconventional ways to promote more sales. Well, thinking out of the box literally means that you're not doing it the usual way, trying to come up with new and creative ideas. So we can use it that way. Again, more positive. Number 3 here, they were an unconventional couple, being of different races, huge age gaps, and different social classes. So 3 things that were kind of like widespread. Yet they seem to have a happy marriage. So again, still not the usual ones, but things seem to work out. Number 4, he has some very unorthodox views on this subject. So again, the person who's saying this probably disagrees with this person, thinking that he's not following the usual way. He seems strange. So this would tend to be more negative. Number 5, he has unorthodox techniques to try to get suspects to confess. Well, this would be like the police. If the police didn't always follow all the standard rules, maybe they made the suspects very uncomfortable somehow to try to get them to confess. I don't know if they actually hit them or something, but they're not following the usual ways. This one sounds unfair, possibly borderline illegal too. All right, number 6, that cult has unorthodox religious practices. Well, a cult too is not one of probably the major religions, and maybe they have some very, very strange religious practices. So this is the way we would use it. So unorthodox tends to have a little bit more of a negative feeling to it, and unconventional just means that people, we tend to use it more when it's just different. They're not following the usual way. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.